How many of you have seen this book? This is a basic difference between where you will go in your life for a very long time. If you have not seen this book, basically this is not mine. This was someone else's who didn't care much about it. And from here I learned like it rains like cats and dogs and not like it rains crazy. So basically what happens is people think in literature, images, and these images are formed by the books you read, the people you meet, the kind of culture you have, and how it is linked to how much money you will make, how much power you will have. Power and money are the same things. um, will be understood by you. Now people will say, oh, you wear good clothes, you go to this town, you can have this kind of luxuries, and that is power. But that is not power, that is access to information. Like, see, this is the brand I'm wearing, and this kind of brand gives me a connect where I will reach on the top. So let's start. So people normally learn this or do not learn this, and from there their journey starts. Then builds up psychology, like how you think. Like, this is like as autobiography or biographies written by some people. Very famous businessman Shiv Khera is telling like you can think positive. Basically, this is positive thinking, but on a very nascent stage, on a very uh, basic stage. I read this book when I was in eighth, and then if you read this book, your psychology changes. Your words and psychology gets you access. Now comes the harder part. This is basically a book called as, which is read by me when I was in 8th standard maybe. This is like, book's name is, you can sell something like this only. Lee Iacocca's biography. And yeah, Lee Iacocca is the man who made Chrysler by William Novak. And it is a good book. You understand the corporate world as it is. It is very American style. I loved it. Like, they were telling me like what happened with Ford, what exactly goes into the minds of people, but it does not tell you the politics behind it. Now this is where you take your sleeves up and you try to do something in your life, push the boundaries. That is where either the company gives you that job or you do it, and people try to open up the access. A lot of people will stop here in their lives, and their kids also, and their generations. Now people grow up from here and they start reading a little spiritual and emotional things if they want to lead, and things changes. They understand that only this won't help, but this will help. And they grow up, and this is where the money is also increasing. This is where you don't have money and the money is also increasing. But what you are not realizing, if money is not linked to power, you are still a primary skill kid school child. You own no decisions. You can go to trips like picnics with the money you think which is yours, but nothing else changes. Okay, so basically you start from here, you grow up to here, and then you reach here, and that's where you start questioning things. You can also know Robin Sharma from The Monk Who Sold His Red Ferrari. See the keywords there, the monk who sold his red Ferrari, how it influenced different kind of people at the same point of time. Different kind of people at the same point of time. Different kind of people at the same point of time. This is where I got my name, company's name, Passion and Persistence together. Persistence. And again, not my book, Harsha's book from the library. And so this is where people are trying to understand other people also, not like them, seriously, like the world around them. And these books are very crazy. Okay, um, you are now in the system of understanding body language is another. And please know that people on the top understand it better than you, so they will try to manage you and stop you where you are if you are not helping them. And now money becomes real. Over here, the contemplation part. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. You are now contemplating. People are now going to stop you from making money because now you are having something new. And how do they stop them? You. So basically, this man, Neil Ferguson, is actually telling you how to make money for people on the top. who read these two books, The Power and Seduction, and they manage money, and people for on the top who manage money have read this book, The Power of Money and the Art of War, from where the currency why nation fails works. Okay, giving you a straight hint of how money is linked, of how books should be read. These people contemplate and know where real money is, how to manage it for generational wealth, how to ensure you can acquire more by not fighting but defeating, how to know your enemies, how to control them. So this is the level of literature and images you need in your mind to do things like this, to make money, which actually gives you decision making power. So, and it all helps in the management and other tasks. This is a serious book. It helps these money managers to make more money and keep it for them. Stop these people from rising. But there is another path. If world would have been like this, world would have ended like this. There is another path which comes here. Spirituality, dharma. It starts from here. Jyotish Shastra for every Indian boy. Basically things like, oh, if I figured this out, I will figure out life. But it never works like this. It works with this. Even the Kundli says you have to do this. This is a book where you are like, oh, Shiva is real, but he's not. This is the book where it's like, okay, spirituality is okay, but not that okay. And this is a very small book about Dharma, The Way of Transcendence, by Prabhupada ji. I have read a magazine which was about Spiritual Warrior. Apart from Spiritual Warrior, one paragraph, it had nothing, and it costed also nothing. So this is how these things work. Now you understand the mindset is actually working for me, but you see from where you are coming, same level. Same level. These people are going to fight you. And the Book of Ram, again the same thing, from Melua. Same thing. It should be actually here. Same thing. And then comes people like this with a small book. They change their mind. I have not read this book but kept it. It worked. So what happens is, then comes the ultimate book, the book of all books. Again, how you read it goes to the same pattern of how you have understood this. So money is not basically this or any of this, but this. If the people who manage money are not working right, the nations will fail. And who are people who are going to stop that nation to fail? Who are going to stop that Mahabharata? Are people like this, Elon Musk, by Walter Isaacson, right? These kind of innovator. A rocket can go up and come back. Science says no, you say yes. So yeah, this is how I think you should be reading the world. And beware of people who are telling you other things. Like this book, Rage. I have never read it. Wanted to keep someone. Proved wrong. At that time it was right. Now it's wrong. And the question is this: can I be 100% right in a circumstances and be totally disastrously wrong later? If so, what is going to help me is this book, the knowledge which can help me understand and find a middle way, which comes again to the same question: how are you imagining things? Yeah, this is how I think people should understand power and money and where it comes from and what it means.